crucible, and then it is taken in a bomb. So you have to take it in a bomb. So the working is, a known weight of fuel is taken in a stainless steel crucible, which is taken in a stainless steel bomb. Next, with the help of magnesium wire, the fuel is ignited and the fuel start burning, and it undergo combustion in presence of air. So the amount of heat energy released will be absorbed by the surrounding water present in the calorimeter and the copper calorimeter. This copper calorimeter also absorb some amount of heat energy. Okay, now by knowing the initial temperature of the water and the maximum temperature and the change in weight of the copper calorimeter, we can find out the gross calorific value of a fuel. Is it clear? Now, observation and calculation. So, observation. So, the weight of fuel, first point is the weight of the fuel taken. It is m gram, right? Then what we know the initial temperature before starting the combustion. Initial temperature of water, suppose it is T1 degree centigrade. Then maximum temperature attained, suppose it is T2 degree centigrade. Okay. Now, weight of water, it is W1 gram. Then water equivalent of copper calorimeter, it is W2 gram. Now what is water equivalent of copper calorimeter? It is nothing but the heat gained by the copper calorimeter, and because of which what is the change in weight of the calorimeter, which is calculated or which is known by just by taking a known weight of a fuel whose calorific value is already known. We have to take and then we have to perform to get the what is the water equivalent of copper calorimeter. Suppose it is W2 gram. Okay. Now, so therefore the total amount of energy released, total amount of heat energy released, heat energy released, that suppose it is Q, by burning of m gram of fuel will be equals to what? So what temperature or heat absorbed by the surrounding water and copper calorimeter. What is the heat absorbed by the surrounding water? It will be final temperature minus initial temperature, and heat absorbed by the copper calorimeter, that is change in the weight, W1 plus W2. So therefore heat energy release, that will be Q into M, will be equals to T2 minus T1 into W1 plus W2. So that is what is the total heat energy release? That is nothing but our gross calorific value. Yes. So that will be equals to T2 minus T1 into W1 plus W2 divided by weight of fuel. So it will be in calories per gram. Now if you want to convert it into SI units, so we have to multiply this with 4.187. So it will be in kilojoules per kg. So now this is GCV. Now how we can calculate NCV? NCV will be equals to net calorific value is equals to gross calorific value what data we will get up from above equation minus latent heat of steam. So now how to find out how much is the latent heat of steam? So we know that, so during the combustion of the fuel, how what is formed? H2 plus half of O2 gives H2O. That is 2 gram of hydrogen gives 18 gram of water containing some percentage of hydrogen. So therefore 1 gram of hydrogen gives how much amount of water? 18 divided by 2 into percentage of hydrogen, that is H by 100, right? So that will be equals to 9 into percentage of hydrogen by 100, so it will be equals to 0.09 H. Okay, so therefore NCV is equals to GCV minus 0.09 into percentage of hydrogen into latent heat of steam, that is, it is a fixed value 587 calories per gram. Okay, now what is this 587? It is the amount of or calories of energy released, that is nothing but latent heat of steam for this much percentage of hydrogen in water molecule. Okay, so this is the formula. So NCV equals to GCV minus 0.09 into percentage of hydrogen into 587 calories per gram. So if you want to calculate in kilojoules per kg, you have to multiply this with 4.187. Is it clear? So now, by using this method, you have to calculate the calorific value of a fuel. So depending on this, by using this formula, you have to solve some problems. So what I will do, I will just write some of the problems and I will give it to you. See that all of you should solve it and send me the answer by tomorrow. Is it okay? Okay. So let us discuss something about the next part, that is knocking. So knocking can take place both in SI engine or CI engine. So what is SI engine? SI engine is spark ignition engine. This is compression ignition engine. So this is nothing but it is